At this point, you've probably noticed a little icon on your weapons. These are called attributes. In general, these give a straight % multiplier outside of elemental weakness. So, the 60 here you see gives me 60% more damage in general on my weapons. However, if you hit something with the appropriate elemental weakness, you'll gain an extra 20% more damage on top of that, to that enemy. Most mobs in this game are weak to light, so I suggest you pretty much always pick light, unless you're going for a very, as what we would call, rainbow build. But you don't really have to worry about that for right now. And with that being said, whenever you talk to the item techer, always pick light. Moving on, items under a 13 star have a max of 50 attribute. Items 13 star or higher have a maximum of 60. When locking onto an enemy, you'll see its weaknesses. However, it won't show if their weaknesses is under 20%. A lot of things have weaknesses, but they aren't shown because they're only 10% instead of 20. Almost everything you get won't have its max attribute value right away off the bat. This is where you actually do attribute grinding. I may or may not make another video for that, but let's go over it really quickly, because there actually really isn't that much to it. Simply go over to the item lab attendant. Here's where it's different for OT and NT weapons, as in old type and new type. If you had a new type weapon, you'd increase your attribute through regular grinding, and with old type weapons, you'd do it through this menu right here. But after that, they follow the same rules. And those are, you can increase the attributes by feeding the same type of weapon or rarity. If they have a different name, it only goes up by 1. If it has the same name but a different element, it goes up by 10. If it has the same name and same element, the sum of both attribute ratings will be combined. You can also change your attribute with something from the cash shop. I wouldn't do that until endgame though. And that's about it for attribute types.